Subtitle Edit Avalonia was archived on March 1st, 2026 because Subtitle Edit development has now officially moved to the main Subtitle Edit repository. Now, this has been going on for a while now, more or less almost a year, and Nicolaj has really been working on a lot of things behind the back, more or less behind the scenes. And a post from 28th February 2026 shows that now Subtitle Edit 5 is now in beta, and a big thanks to the Robbies, Grandpa Willie, and MS42 and other preview testers. So you can now download it, the beta version, to test it. If you're on a Mac, please follow the installation instructions here. So maintaining Subtitle Edit was becoming increasingly difficult, especially on Linux. For Subtitle Edit 5, the UI has been completely rewritten using Avalonia UI. This allows for single cross-platform code base that works much better on Linux and now supports Mac OS natively. So know that SE Subtitle Edit 4 will be maintained for a while. You can have both Subtitle Edit 4 and 5 installed at the same time. I recommend using the portable versions for testing. Please give beta a spin and let me know what issues we run into. So you can also try OCR via Olama and the new GLM OCR model. So what's this? Multimodal OCR for complex document understanding, built on the GLM-V encoder, decoder architect. So those are all things that are now available inside Subtitle Edit 5. So this has been archived right there, and the new home obviously is the Subtitle Edit page right here. So as you can see now, development is obviously ongoing. You can see the releases. This is for 4.0.15, and if I click on the releases section right here, there is the beta option, and you can see Windows x64 setup. This one, I do believe this one is the portable version. They also have the ARM 64, Mac OS, ARM 64, Silicon, M1 and all that. Intel is also available, Linux and all that, and the installation instructions. So these are an automated build from the GitHub Actions workflow. So if you'd like to kinda get whatever version you want, you can get them from here or even right here. So what I need probably is something like this, and as you can see, by downloading the latest beta, you get more or less of the latest file right there. And because it's going to take maybe a couple of minutes to download, we can also look at the issues right here. It's a small file, but for some strange reason, the GitHub repository is kind of downloading files on my end a little bit slow. So some suggestions for version 5 regarding what we had in version 4. There's a button, open video in toolbar. If we have more than one video saved subtitle, we must go to the menu. Think we should keep solution from 4. We had a separate open video in the button toolbar. Okay, button set. Now I see. So a couple of things that have been suggested. Hopefully we're going to get that, and as you can see, the issues are actually being addressed. So it's really good to always have something that's being worked on like this. How to enable, let's see, Subtitle Edit box, Mac M1 Pro Max, Subtitle Edit. Now the reason why it's still in beta is so that we can all test and try and see what works, what doesn't work. So if you've been using Subtitle Edit, please take time and test it out and see what needs to be done. So as you can see, there are a couple of issues people are running into on and off, and as you can see, there could be some issues running here, and maybe it's just that they've not been possible to replicate. But take a moment. As you can see, no multi-language installer. The version 5 is too large. So the old installer script was not working. It uses GitHub Actions for building SE. I just used the most simple installer I could find. I could use setup from Gipson. I see. Okay, now this looks good. Right here. I see. Thanks for the merge. Beta 5 on the way. Trying again, as you can see. Windows and Stella. Yes, I will look at it later. So that's been actively looked into. Will the final release be same amount of space as C beta version of 100 MB while 4 is 11? Even now with all dictionaries and other things, version 4 has 399. Portable or installation version become too big. I see. Net 10 framework dependent on net 4, which had to be installed separately. I've already installed on the system. Please include the batch file and delete. I see. What do you guys think about being lib mpv by default? That would be nice. I don't use mpv at all. I use direct show. Subtitle Edit 5 does not support direct show, so that's a bummer. I see, because pretty much same as 4. I see. So couple of things. As I've mentioned, if you see an issue in the latest version of Subtitle Edit 5, please come and just write a new issue and write it up here, so that other people can know, and also Nicolaj can also actually see right there what's going on. I wish I have an issue open here from last year. I don't know if it's possible for Nicolaj to actually just add Montreal Foster liner inside Subtitle Edit 5. I wish it's possible, because as for this one, it's more or less where you can just kind of bring in an audio and text subtitle or transcript, and just kind of put them together, and you have the subtitles ready. So I wish it's going to be added right there, because I have noticed it's still an open issue from January of 2025 right here. Hopefully someday it's going to be addressed. But as I mentioned, Subtitle Edit version 5 is in beta, actively being built, as you can see right here with all the different commits. Subtitle Edit 4 is still going to be available, and as you can see, you can always see what's being worked on at the moment. And as you can see, there's a lot of work going on in the background for us to be able to finally get a working piece. So let's give it a couple of seconds, and then we're going to do a quick fast look. Now Subtitle Edit 5 beta is done downloading, and we can actually just do a quick look. Let's just get a new folder. I drag it right there, open the new folder, and extract the files here. I can actually delete the zip file, shift delete, and just double click on this executable file. So you'll need ffmpeg. Good to see that it gives you that prompt instantly right there. So a couple of things you'll need: obviously ffmpeg. You'll need to download mpv right inside the settings. Obviously you'll also need, if you're going to use the speech to text feature, you'll need to download Whisper, which is also going to be relevant right here. And then you'll need to download, what else, the text to speech models, if that's something that you're going to be using to do dubbing. 11 Labs, Pinocchio TTS, and all those other voiceovers or text to speech tools that are available. So this is more or less a fast look right here of Subtitle Edit 5 beta 4. This is beta 4, and you can see it right there, and it more or less looks like what you're used to, Subtitle Edit, this one, but it's still taking shape. As you can see, it's still taking shape. File, edit, tools, spell check, video, synchronization, translate, options, help. So networking is kind of missing from this one. Subtitle Edit beta 5. More or less, let's see. If we look at this, you can see the new folder, save, find, replace, and then we've got the spell check, and then settings, and then we've got the layout, and then the format. So we still have the encodings. There's a ton of things in the background. Also hoping they're going to actually give us this look back right here to translate, create, adjust as they create what is going on right here. Hopefully we're going to also get those options available. But there we are. FFmpeg is done downloading. So we're ready to go, and you can see what it's installed to. So you can play selected subtitle, insert subtitle a new position, start select. I see. Set start of current subtitle, set end of current subtitle. Okay, good job. And then we've got select current subtitle while playing, center waveform on current. Okay, and then we've got 3 dots to reset zoom, high toolbar. Let's just maximize this and kind of just get a quick video right there to see how it looks like. Now it looks like this. And then we've got the audio waveform right here. And obviously, as I mentioned, if you go to video, you can go to the speech to text, and then the engines, whisper, turn off whispers, and then we've got chat LLM, and then we've got the input language, the models, depending on what you choose. Yeah, so one thing I hope it gets in the future is the prompt for whatever engine is here. If it's not installed, it gives us a prompt to download, and then you can download the models that you want right there. So that's more or less of a fast look of Subtitle Edit and its development of the upcoming major release. So please take time to kind of give your thoughts, try it out and see if it's working the way you'd like it to work. And if there are any changes that can be made, they are going to be made before the official version of Subtitle Edit 5 is out. This is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. That's it for this video. I hope it's of value to you. Thanks for watching.